What's up, African diaspora? Let me call court into session. Court is now in session. It's your favorite lawyer, attorney Allie Booker, guys, and we are here to talk about the legal implications of Trump. Okay, as if he hasn't done enough, although I kind of like the guy, I must say. We're going to talk about the legal implications for him that are coming up, guys. Trump has 2 deadlines coming up. The first deadline is to determine whether or not Trump gets immunity for running his mouth about E. John Carroll. Okay? E. John Carroll is upset and wants to file or has filed a defamation lawsuit against Donald Trump. Anytime you file lawsuits against government officials, you are going to get hit with an immunity defense. An immunity defense. What does that mean? And that's important, guys, because a lot of the times we as coloreds have to file excessive force cases. We have to file cases against police officers and government agencies because we're not treated fairly. They're going to always raise that immunity defense. Again, they're going to always raise that immunity defense. Okay? What is qualified immunity? Qualified immunity means I am a government official and there are certain things as a government official that I must do in order to carry out my job, or that I'm allowed to do in order to carry out my job. And although I may be wrong, and although it may have wronged you or aggrieved you or resulted in some sort of damages, whether it be physical, monetary, mental, or otherwise, I cannot be held liable because that's a part of my job. Case in point. Let me give you an example. There have been times where I filed a lawsuit and qualified immunity prevailed. You cannot file lawsuits, guys, against judges, against district attorneys, willy-nilly. You have to prove that they went against the rules, that they knew that they were going against the rules, that the rules that they broke were well settled rules, meaning fine line, bright line rules, black and white, no gray area, and that they violated that rule against the peace and the dignity of the United States, okay, and the Constitution. So what Trump is saying is that the things that he said about John Carroll, E. John Carroll, who is a journalist, are things that he had to say being the president. His argument is, I could not allow her to defame me because then the American people would lose their confidence in the system. I did what I had to do. I said what I had to say. And as a president, if she can say things about me, I can say something back. Just because I'm a president doesn't mean I don't get a chance to say something back to her. So I said something to her as president of the United States to make sure that the citizens did not lose confidence in our governmental system. And it was something that I had to do and it was a part of my job. In addition to that, saying things against journalists is not well settled. It's not well settled that a president can't say the things that I said about E. John Carroll. So because that's not well settled, bright line, fine night, understood, black and white, and we're in a huge gray area, you got to give me immunity and I can't be found liable. Toss the lawsuit out. Okay? That's the first thing. And that's going to come up pretty soon here because they've got to, within the next few days, rule on that. The second deadline that is coming up this month with Trump is the Fulton County District Attorney's charges. Now, guys, I hope you've been paying attention to a lot of the African American males that are being arrested in and around the Fulton County area and being charged with racketeering, RICO, and other organized crimes. Okay? They are trying to use, and they are using, not trying, they are using their rap lyrics against them. When this woman, who is an African American woman, came out and started trying to criminalize people's lyrics. I knew exactly what she was going to do. And if you look at my old posts, I talked about it a year ago when she arrested Young Thug, when Gunna, when all of these rap stars started going down in the Atlanta area. I said she is getting ready to charge Trump for overturning or attempting to overturn that 2020 election. But what she has to do is she's got to do it to black folks first. I hate to say this. She's got to run against the colors first. And the reason that she's going to run against the colors first is because she's going to use the colors to make the law. See, the Caucasians and everyone else is not going to pay attention, and they're going to allow these lyrics and these public speeches to be used against them in the court of law. She's going to use it against these rap stars and these African American and colored individuals, and then let it stick. Okay? She's going to use it against them in evidence so that case law is built up that it can be done. She's going to make it a law. That's exactly what she did. Now that she's used it against rap stars, guess who else she's going to use it against? Trump. And she was setting herself up to do it for over a year or so now. She's very smart. And everyone was so upset when she started prosecuting these African American and these colored individuals, saying, how could a black woman do this, blah, blah, blah. I saw it. And I tend to see stuff like that because I do tend to vote both ways. Okay? I tend to vote both ways. I am not a staunch Democrat by all means. Although I am a Democratic PAC member and I tend to vote Democrat at this time because of the fact that the masses need a Democrat in office, in my opinion, where I am. Okay? But to each his own. And there are many reasons why people vote different ways. Okay? However, I did not get upset with her when I saw her doing this because I knew what her angle was. Now she's going to have to decide whether or not she's going to charge Trump with trying to overturn the election in Fulton County. Okay? When she moves to file these charges against Trump, which I believe she will, I don't think that she prosecuted her brothers and sisters for no reason. Okay? Although a lot of their prosecutions are not over with, she's used these rap lyrics, and rap lyrics are the same thing as public speech. Okay? And Atlanta, Georgia, and the state of Georgia actually has not done what California has done. California made it illegal for you to be able to use public speeches and lyrics because they have to protect people in Hollywood, of course, right? Georgia has not done that. So they've left themselves wide open to be able to indict Trump for overturning the election with speech. That is the next deadline. So we are going to pay attention to that, guys. We are going to look and see what happens. I will be following up with you on this channel. Until next time, guys, court is going to stand in recess. All right? Make sure that you follow me on my social media platforms. She_ya_lawyer on Instagram. Legal Cutie on TikTok as well as YouTube. And on Facebook, it's just my name, Allie Booker. You guys have a fantastic evening.